What's up, my fellow Chibits? Today I'm here to bring you all a manga chapter review of Toriko. We finally come to find out what those masks are actually for. Supposedly, those masks are for people that have had their bodies taken over by food spirits, or people that have had their souls sold off. And then a food spirit gets inside of them, possesses them, and has to wear a mask, because if they don't wear this mask and they see the brightness, it can hurt them. Makes a lot more sense now. It really does, actually, now thinking about it. So, these mask people that our chefs are about to go up against are actually food spirits that have entered those bodies and taken them over. Interesting. So, first thing to dive into. I'm liking how this arc is really diving into the verse of Toriko. It's giving a lot of world building and setup for the future of Toriko. I'm really liking the direction this arc is taking, especially with the food spirits. It's explaining a lot and is doing a lot more of adding more stuff into the series to give us more information about the background of some information we did not know much of prior. So I'm really liking the way this arc of Toriko is actually being developed. I know some might not like this arc, especially with the theme of it, but I'm personally really enjoying this arc for a lot of reasons, especially clarification on food spirits in general. And to see how in Komatsu's dream, that old man, you see like this old man jelly shit coming out and about to go into Komatsu, it makes you think about something real quick. I'm assuming Komatsu didn't wake up. For instance, whatever that old man, that food spirit inside that old man was trying to do, it did what it had to do, but it couldn't get inside of Komatsu for one specific reason. Komatsu already has a food demon inside of him. We already know. He's got gourmet cells. We already know. It's been kind of slightly confirmed already. So, it's safe to assume he has a food demon inside of him. The big thing is like, I don't think the old man could probably enter inside of Komatsu's body since he already had a food demon, or it would be, I wonder if it would interfere with, Komatsu's body if the old man did enter his body, because, I mean, would he have two demons inside him? You know how he had, like, the blue demon and red demon with Toriko? I wonder if it would kind of be like that, but regardless, I'm still liking the setup of this, arc. I'm really loving it, because there's a lot of stuff, especially with Chio, and, their lost, son. Hopefully we get to see that son pop up maybe through one of the chef's bodies and reappears. Hopefully we get to see something like that, because that would add some really good closure to those characters, since we're getting into like a spirit type of arc. Now, back on point to what this chapter is about. This chapter, it's kind of once again more setup for the Shokugeki that's going to be upon us probably next week's chapter. We have it to where, the stadium pops up, Komatsu's lying asleep, he's waking up. He's not really over there, so I don't think he's probably going to be participating in this Shokugeki. But there's one thing you can probably get out of this that makes a lot more sense. Supposedly, our chefs, they have to choose 5 chefs to go up against, the top 5 chefs in Blue Grill. And if they do, we do know that if they win, they get to go to the back channel. We know about that. That's what the conditions were. But I'm starting to think that there's going to be some negative conditions if they lose. Let me explain. If our chefs lose this cooking Shokugeki, I think their souls will be traded off. I think that's what's going to be going down. I really do. I have a really sinking suspicion that if you lose in this Shokugeki, you're going to have your soul taken away from you. And then, food spirit's going to try to possess you. I think something like that is going to happen, because it feels like that's like the catch to what is going on here. Because for these different chefs that are going to be going up against our chefs to be wearing masks, and we come to find out this information about the food spirits wearing these masks, it makes you assume that that's probably the catch of this entire setup. Now, overall, though, when it comes to this chapter Toriko, very simplistic, actually, in nature for a standard Toriko chapter, because usually Toriko chapters have a lot of information, and you're like, holy shit, and this chapter does have a lot of information, but it's very simplistic. A simplistic chapter that was very entertaining and gave us a lot of information about food spirits, and I can't wait to see what is going to happen next. Come to find out that the boy Komatsu was staying with was also sold off very recently, and so was the boy's mother, sold off for this project. The big question is, what is this project exactly, and why are people's souls being traded off? Like, that's the big question that is arising right now. Like, what is the real end game of this project? What's this project trying to really achieve? Is it just where food spirits want to come out and be back in a living body? I mean, is that what's going on? Or is there a different type of catch to this? So, we need to find out that answer, but for now, I want to end this review. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.